For those of y'all who haven't heard, or maybe you're just too young to remember it, which I still feel like the X-Men cartoon that was on Fox used to come on 10 o'clock my time, PST. We used to wake up and look, get your cereal ready, get ready to go outside and play with your friends later about 12 o'clock, to probably about 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon before your mama called you in to eat dinner. The simpler times. The cartoon X-Men will be returning, dubbed X-Men 1997, which was kind of like crazy to me because I was wondering why did they call it X-Men 97? Well, the reason why they called it X-Men 97 is because the original cartoon lasted from 1992 to 1997, and that's not including all the reruns and the games and all the other X, Y, and Z's that they end up doing afterwards. This was at a time, y'all, when the X-Men was the bee's knees, when the X-Men was actually better than the boring Avengers. The X-Men, which is kind of getting a rap too, this new one, that it's going to be woke. But for those of y'all who are old enough, again, to remember, or if you read the comics, one of the things that made the X-Men and the best team and the best comics other than Spider-Man at the time was the fact that it had diversity, it had homosexuality, it had interracial relationships. It also had black folk, Asian folks, white folks, native folks, Mexican folks. It had
beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, hogs, dogs, chicken, turkeys, rabbits, you name it!
It had any and everything that you needed for a budding society in the 90s. And again, boom, 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 boom. That beat was hard. It's going to be streaming on March 20th this year on Disney Plus, of course, since Disney got the rights again since they got the rights now and they bought up Marvel some years ago. I have more faith that they're going to do a better job than Fox did, because after the mutant apocalypse and the freaking Phoenix, I mean, it's no wonder there's still X-Men fans, especially if you like me and don't read the comics like you used to when you was younger. But even more so than it making a new release and everything else, is something that we've all noticed. Why did he delete Rogue's booty? One of the main things that made X-Men was them curvaceous ladies. Hello, ladies. And if you look at the old cartoon that dropped in the 90s and you look at Rogue's backside now, well, there's obviously something missing. The animation I can get away with because it looks like it's even more fast-paced, because it seems like one of those old Flash type animations, not as crisp or as hand-drawn as the originals was. But again, a lot of animation studios, companies and stuff don't like to do that as much because it takes up more time and it's easier to have a computer do it. I can get past that. I don't really like the new voice actor for Wolverine, but then again, that was in 1997 when the original one ended, so I understand the dude who did it. He might be older or senior, or he might don't want to do the voice anymore. The story is going to be taking over from when Charles Xavier passed away and went into the astral planes to go live the good life with, what was her name? Leandra Labosa. What was her name? You know the sis with the space pointy afro. Yeah. Her. So the cartoon is going to be taking place with our favorites: Flat Booty Rogue, Storm, Gambit, Wolverine, Cyclops, Beast, Morph, who fully looks morphed out now. I think he's got his therapy. He got some medicinal stuff. He looking cool now. So again, I heard there's a lot of talk about him not being, because he doesn't identify as a man or a woman. But when you think about it, he kind of really didn't anyway. He can turn into anything he wants. The same thing with Mystique. Now, I will say, I wonder what they're going to do when it comes to Bobby Drake and when it comes to Mystique. You know, the whole Nightcrawler situation, her being his mom and his dad. But only time will tell. The cartoon's only a month away. I'm definitely watching it. Interweb, let me know in the comment section below. Are y'all gonna watch it? Did you watch the original X-Men back in the 90s? Did you catch it on repeat? If you haven't caught it, it's on Disney Plus. I just was so lucky to have watched it last year, have it in the background, and literally, it still stands up to this day. The cartoon is better than all of I said it, all of the X-Men movies, including Logan. I said it. Yeah, I said it. If you did like this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you so feel like it, if you want to stay up to date with all things games, anime, entertainment, and geek, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. And you can catch primary gaming RPGs on my base channel, The Geek Show, where I make videos there all the time too. And as always in the web, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'll holler at you on the next one. Peace.